Good morning. It's actually Tuesday. It's Tuesday, the 28th of December, and this morning I think I've got the date right first up on my front screen when I had that started. I got it wrong yesterday, so I had to change it on the fly. This time I made sure it was right. So if it's not, you'll have to let me know. From what I can tell, it's good. Now, I'm Ros Boundy Psychic Medium, and I do the daily LENORMAND card spread reading. And this morning, I'm late. Good morning, Shaz. And you're up, actually up. That's good. That is good. And Keza, good morning to you as well. Yes, I was actually laying in at the time that I was supposed to be on live. I just slept in and I was woken up by Tony is here this morning, so he arrived back here yesterday. So good morning, lovely Sarah. Great to see you here, and you're actually shouting it out to the world. A good morning. Thank you. You've got caps lock on, hun. And you were up early. I was up early at 3 o'clock, and I just could not get to sleep. And I think that hour I spent reading certainly had that lag at this end where I could have probably slept past the 8 o'clock, but thankfully I didn't. And of course, when I came into the computer, I had turned it fully and completely off last night. Every so often, every computer needs to have that full turn off, so that you're actually resetting the whole lot of all the addressing and stuff like that. I cleared the cache and all that sort of stuff. So it took a good 20 minutes for it to fully boot up again to what I can use now. That's why the half-hour delay. So, yes, and you're about to get your first coffee, Shaz. Welcome back, Tony. Yes, I was very happy to be surprised at him coming home early. Thoroughly welcomed that. It's lovely. Lovely to see him again. Seems a long time, but anyway, what we're doing is our LENORMAND card spread reading, so I'm going to switch over to that. We are going live to YouTube, so if you're watching from YouTube, hit that subscribe button, say hello, do the like, that sort of thing. I have got active chat live on that. From what I understand, you can type in the chat and it picks up here. And the other thing, croissant breakfast. I haven't had brekkie yet. I've got a coffee, not had brekkie yet. I am going live to the 3 Facebook channels, which is my profile, the Facebook page, and mytimetv.live. And I am also going live to the Body Soul app, which is a separate social media style of platform that I am using. I'm not trying out. I'm committed to using it now. I love it, actually. It is from the soul. Suits me. It really does. So if you want to know, if you just go Body Soul, and it's got I was going to get that picture of it too, wasn't I? I don't know how I can do that at this point. Look, don't matter. I'll have it by tomorrow's anyway. And there, ignore anything that looks like a spammer, scammer, or troll, because I just noticed one coming up. So with the what do you call it? Time delay. It's already there. Just ignore it. What we've got here is the card spread. So, okay, I'm just going to pop over to it. If either of you can tell me which one it's on, is it the My Time or is it the other one? I'm just going to have a quick look over on the messenger. Oh, that croissant. Oh, you're a tease, showing me that while I'm actually live, Shaz. Here's me thinking you were sending a message which page the troll was on. And I'm just going to have a quick guess. I think it might be the, it might be the, My Time, I suppose. Yep. I'll just pop over there and try and delete it. As one of the editors, I can do that where they're actually banned properly. And it takes a bit of time, doesn't it? So have a good look at this spread. Feel into what you are feeling as you are seeing it before I start to actually explain stuff, because it takes a little bit. It does take a little bit to get over to the Facebook page. It does take a lot to good. So someone has done it. That's fine. I'll close out of that. Good. Thank you very much to that wonderful little angel. And yes, Sarah. Good. Yeah, over on my time. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What's BL, Shaz? BL? Anyway, Rachel, wonderful to see you here. I did have a lovely Christmas. It was a lovely, quiet, well, not quiet when you've got family, but it was a quiet day in that there wasn't crowds. We were in a home and it was lovely. Thank you for that, Keza. It was a beautiful time to be together and space. Loved it. And good, thank you, Sarah. You have done that. Star cards. Oh, another one there. Brad, yeah, okay. I'll leave it at that. And a hello from Anne. Lovely to see you here too. And Fazburus. Oh, hi, hello. This isn't individual messages, this one. It is just the general card spread reading that I do every morning around about the 8 o'clock, but this morning I'm a bit late. Okay, and it is nice to see you as well. So if you're actually on a group, there is a link thing to actually click to give permission to have your avatar seen as well. It is showing your name, so I think you've just chosen not to have your picture there. Brain went fuzzy then, but that's okay. What we've got this morning, and I'm just pulling out our card because that wasn't visible there. I've just taken it from the deck. Take the good with the bad, smile with the sad, love what you've got and remember what you had. Always forgive but never forget and learn from mistakes but never regret. It is just taking things as they are, how they have been for you. They actually do help to grow who you are, and that's not focusing, so I'll put it aside. The other one that I do have as a reading card on the individual basis is the Inner Soul Guidance Oracle, as in on a singular is what I meant with this one, and that is this beautiful butterfly. It's where it comes from, is that one. So look for the signs of confirmation from above. You will be getting signs from your spiritual connection, so your loved ones are around you. So tap into that, be aware of it, and take notice. Not just moving through your day on autopilot, but take notice of what's happening around you. It's being present each and every step that you take through the day. And for those who may not have seen my readings or this deck, it is Sarah Marchetti's Gilded Reverie Lenormand. Lenormand being different to tarot, it is a more direct, in some respects, style of cards. And of course, where you can see my website and the Buy Me a Coffee link, you can actually purchase readings using individualized readings using these cards. Huh? Now, for what we've got today, it is the star it's a 5-card spread, obviously. So it's a star in our home space. Oh, wonderful to see you here, Rena. I didn't notice that you were here. I have now. That looks like an interesting spread. It does, doesn't it? And from Karen, a Merry Christmas holiday stuff for us. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Now, yes, star in the home space. We've got the anchor in that work energy, that workspace here. We've got the bear in unexpected. That energy is going to pop in through the day. And here we have in our own space, our responsibility, our role through the day is the garden or the parks. Beautiful card, isn't it? And the central card, the pivot card or the outcome, it is both, really, and that's the bridges. So that's one of the cards that's from this expanded section of the cards. The Lenormand deck goes up to 36 cards. So as soon as you see anything that's above 36, you know you've got extras in the deck that you're using. Okay. Now, here we have, as our star, the energy in our home space. Oh, look, was it last night before I went out, just before bed, because I could see that it was starlight. And it's just so beautiful to actually stand in that energy on the grass. It wasn't that cold, but I stood in that energy of looking skyward. It was absolutely beautiful, seeing the whole aspect there. It was clear as all around, so I could see the Southern Cross. I could see the whatever that bucket was. I know the name, the Three Sisters and things like that. It was absolutely superbly beautiful. That's what we get as a Southern Hemisphere view. Of course, it's different in the Northern Hemisphere, like it would be for you. It's Rachel, isn't it, up at Somerset? So, but it was so superbly beautiful, and you really do, in that sort of sense of looking skyward, looking towards the stars, you do see the one that stands out for you. Your eye keeps going back to it. So my eye kept going back to this one star, and it was near the Southern Cross. It wasn't part of the Southern Cross, but it had that prominence. So what we've got in our home space today is something that's pulling us towards it with prominence. It's part of what and here we've got the astrological wheel that is part of the natal chart in astrology. So we've got that is pulling us in as our focus for the day in our home space. So do take note of that. How are you feeling around whatever that position is that you're needing to take in that aspect? Because that's part of what astrology is, as well as certain aspects of how we are in our day. So I'm just going to try and bring up, I can't bring that up. I don't know why. Sorry, I've still got the troll coming up in my comments, but it's not in the feed, so that's all right. Thank you to the angel getting rid of it for us. Here we go. So from that focus, we are bringing forward that's shining for us, okay, and being at our best selves when we have that, that sense of participating in what is our pathway, what is our journey, even in the home space, because we're all in different places and spaces for specific purpose and reason. So take advantage of that. And so, Rachel, so you get the plough moon, Mars and Uranus at times. Wonderful. Or do you pronounce it Uranus? I did notice a comment there that was, rude. I've not actually taken note of a picture of the Northern Hemisphere aspects. That's interesting. I'm going to, that'll be something that you've piqued my curiosity now, so I will go and look. With anything that we actually do it for, in our own lives, it does tend to be self-centric. So if we're in the Southern Hemisphere, it's all we look at. We don't, well, put it this way, that's all I do. I suppose because at most times it's because there's the time to do the other research and searching and the rest. My energy is in the Southern Hemisphere, so that's the aspect I'm looking at. Thank you for reminding me of the other side of things that, it's like day, night, light, shadow, all that. Thank you. All right, we're moving into the work energy. We've got the anchor there. What I'm feeling, make sure that you've actually got your chain that is the anchor held firmly onto whatever you're trying to steady. So if it is a boat in that sense, that analogy, make sure you have got that anchor tied on at both ends, on the anchor itself and on the boat itself, so that what you are steadying is going to have that full effect, of course, because number one, you don't want to lose your anchor, or you don't want your boat floating off, so to speak. It is the purpose of this today in your workspace, whatever it is that you're working in, that you are going to be held steady, even when some of what you're doing feels like it's in that stormy set or rocky waves or whatever, that you're going to have. It's going to have that calming effect, that steadying effect, other than being pushed about by the storms. Here we've got wind picking up. It is wind warnings, strong wind warnings and all of that. The skies are grey and stormy-ish looking, It's not looking like a very pleasant day, and yet it's our summer. So have that feeling, that sense that whatever you're doing today, think of anchor and it will steady it out so that you can still do what your work is, okay, and get through that. And Rachel, you're saying, ironically, your little boy in the star constellation and got world globe in day and by night as lamp all cancellations. Oh, not quite understanding all that. Your little boy is, he is into star constellations. Oh, got the world globe in day and by night. Oh, so he's got a night lamp, has he? Oh, wonderful. Now I understand. Thank you for explaining that. And it is the waning moon here in the Southern Hemisphere. Yeah. Yeah. And I was actually looking at at 3 o'clock, I did have my Astro Gold application open looking at my zodiac chart and others as well. It's just something to do in the middle of the night, wake up and look at the astro. Yeah, it is the star time, isn't it? Here we've got the bear is going to pop in unexpectedly. It does mean a little bit of work. But keep plodding at it. It's not hard. It's part of what that bear's natural environment is. It's part of what our natural environment is. What we're used to doing, we are going to have that bit of a plodding effect. I suppose too, because some of what we're doing in our work side of today is going to be a bit of a slog. Just keep moving through it. It'll be okay. And the home aspect, well, some stuff needs doing all the time, which is called housework, dusting and stuff like that, which I don't like. Who does? But one of the things is I have now got a new stick vacuum cleaner, so it makes it easier. So there we go. Now, as we're moving into our energy, we've got the parks. It's a beautiful space and place. It's to be enjoyed. It's an appreciation of the beauty. Now, that's the beauty within. It's the beauty around and about us as we're moving around. As we're being out in the public, if you need to go shopping or doing just an eventful day because you've got family time together, anything like that, it's just going to be absolutely lovely. Feel that energy. It doesn't matter what the weather is or anything like that. It's the attitude and perspective that you yourself have around what the day is. It's creating and making it what you want it to be in that beautiful energy of the park and natural beauty and what is going to show out and glow. Okay, so be that best in the way of, blooming, blossoming, being the public, natural garden look, as far as that feeling goes, as if you're having a picnic, that type of thing. It really feels light and airy and beautiful and something to really be enjoying and be joyful about. Okay. And we come to our central pivot or the outcome. By the time we've got some decisions we've made or we've got some bridges to cross. Now, it doesn't mean that they have to be big decisions or anything. It's whether, in which way. It's choices. It's whether you're doing it now or later. It to me, this card is just letting things flow and be cool about it. Not having to push yourself to actually do it now because there is that bridge back there in the distance that can be that later. It's those smaller things, but whilst you're experiencing them, that the variables of making those choices and whether you're going to cross a bridge or not, you've got that central point that has that, it almost looks like a pigeon box, a bird box, but it's not. It's for anybody to, you can stand and view from any point, but here we've got a focal point that really is the peak, the apex of this style of bridge that brings that sense of safety and, okay, now this is the pivot point. I've got to either decide, go back or go forward. And it's just giving that sort of choice. So, but it's with that sense of awe and wonder at, there's this engineering that's there that created these bridges. How magnificent. And you still feel safe in the crossing. It's not like there's a sense of insecurity. It actually brings security to what your end of day is going to be. So at least by then you'll know what choices you're going to make by the end of the day. You've had that experience of walking through, being present in your day, enjoying what you're doing with the parts and actually shifting through it all and then deciding, do I go back or do I go forward? Beautiful set of cards. Oh, I've been sleeting there today. Sleeting's the stuff you get before snow, isn't it? So thank you, each and every one of you, for joining me this late because it is later than usual. I did have a sleep in. We all do sometimes, don't we? And it is sort of that holiday season. I was going to be at the shack, so I didn't know if I'll be doing these dailies, in this section of time between Christmas and New Year. Well, I've decided not to head up there. The hand isn't good enough to do that length of drive because it would have been a 3.5, 4-hour drive. And I found in one of my drives over the last couple of days to Adelaide and Murray Bridge, the hand doesn't like it. Not that long, not that much pressure on a wheel for that length of time. So we learn, we grow, we continue onward on our path of the journey of life. So keep enjoying it. Keep having that sense of presence about each and every day, that each moment that you're actually walking through it is like it is a present, that it's the gift we have of being here in this lifetime, of learning and growing and being who we are and experiencing all things and choosing our perspectives at times. We have those choices and all that we can do through that. Some things aren't always pleasant, but that's the whole thing. If there's not that contrast, we're not going to know what is in that sense of moving forward, of growing, of, that well, it's the contrast. We need that to know what the balance is, the light and the dark and all that. So thank you, each and every one of you. Tomorrow morning I will be here again. What time it will be, I don't know. I'm not putting myself under any pressure, except, yes, they are scheduled for 8 o'clock. So I'm hoping to be here again at 8 o'clock tomorrow. So it'd be lovely for you to join in with me. Thank you, Keza, for your thank yous and having a wonderful day. And for you, Rachel, you had a restless night as well. Oh, my goodness, you mislaid your Pandora bracelet last Christmas present. It will show up. It will show up. Feel confident. No, just have that awareness, that sense of where the energy is letting you know where it is too. Lart. Oh, good morning. I haven't seen your name before, so welcome. And it's not lost forever, no. I feel it, you'll find it. So thank you to you, Sarah. Have a wonderful day and enjoy having my Tony home. Yes, I am. Thank you. Definitely thank you. And from Rachel, thank you. And to those who are watching replay, thank you for being here right to the end as well. And certainly put in the hashtag replay if you have watched replay. And sharing this with your friends that I do this around about the 8 o'clock every morning. This morning, a bit different, but that doesn't matter. Blessings to each and every one of you. Keep being the best you that you can be. And namaste till tomorrow. Bye for now. Keep that one.